Did you guys know that Supreme actually printed this shirt you can see on your screen right now? Today we are talking about the behind the design of the Nike shirt from 2001, printed by Supreme. And yes, this is not clickbait, not a fake shirt. This actually happened. Let's talk about it. Guys, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with everything Supreme related. Cover weekly dropless videos, collaborations, live cops, unboxing reviews, and even a little sneaker content. So if you enjoy any of that stuff, please check it out. It really helps me out. So again, we have a wonderful behind the design thread from our friend Supreme Drops. Be sure to follow Supreme Drops on Twitter. He does a really great job of putting these together. So we can see, hey, why did Supreme make a Fuck Nike shirt? I thought they like collabed with them and stuff. Well, it was actually 2 years or 1 year, I suppose, before the first iteration of the Supreme Dunks with the Nike Dunk Low elephants inspired by the Jordan 3s. So why did they make this shirt a year prior? It is an actual Supreme tee made in 01, but unlike their Louis Vuitton inspired monogram, which actually did get cease and desisted, this graphic t-shirt has more context and is not just them just saying fuck Nike for no reason. And you can say that it has Ekin right there, which Ekin is actually a whole other subsidy of Nike for like Nike super fans. It's kind of like a small group within Nike. We won't talk about that right now, but just thought I'd mention it, that Ekin is a real thing. But of course, you know, they didn't have it say Nike, it's flipped. Maybe they could get away with that a little bit easier. But let's get some more context. Just to let you guys know, I actually had no idea about this shirt. I think maybe I could have seen it in the past, but I certainly don't know anything about this story. So I'm going into most of this blind as well. So in this complex article, featuring interviews from members of the original Supreme design team, we get the following information. Nike was trying to get into skateboarding in the early 2000s. So they hit up James Jebbia, founder of Supreme, for all this information because he had the skate shop, right? Supreme has been around for a couple of years at this point, obviously, and they see what's going on. They ended up doing their own thing and did not include James, they being Nike, says Heath, who is one of Supreme original design team's designers. He gets all pissed off, calls me up and says, hey, you know that Nike font? Can you make fuck Nike t-shirts in that Nike font? No problem. I banged it out really quick, which that's an awesome phone call to get from your boss. Hey, could be a fuck Nike shirt? Yeah, dude, I gotcha, right? Real quick. He comes over and tells us the story. They had wined and dined him twice and left him in the dust. In recent years, those fuck Nike shirts from 01 have resold for over $1,000. Neither Heath nor Galan, not sure who Galan is, maybe another Supreme designer, know exactly how their old boss rekindled a relationship with Nike, but when the SB deal was back on the table, that's the 02 pair of Nike Dunk Low X Supremes, Heath says Jebbia's goal was simple. It was to put out an SB that was going to be better than everyone else's. Skateboard brands like Alphanumeric, Chocolate, and Zoo York all had their moment. When it was Supreme's time to shine, Jebbia landed on reimagining two colorways of the cement Air Jordan 3 as a low-top dunk, which honestly became one of the most famous Nike dunks of all time. It's a lot of people's favorite Supreme dunk of all time. My second favorite, personally. Here they are. And then Supreme Drops has had a number of different interviews with Jeff Heath. I've been really wanting to talk to this guy myself. So if you guys know Jeff Heath, if you got him on Instagram, Twitter, send him a message, tell him SupThomas wants to chat, because these stories are so cool. I really love just getting more information about the kind of early era of Supreme before social media. A lot of really cool stories that so many people, myself included, don't even know about. So he was saying to Jeff Heath, asking if there was more to the story, like if Nike got pissed, and he said this: we only made about 12 or 24 of those fuck Nike shirts, so that's extremely rare. This was Nike. Nike took James' advice and used it without including him. That's a little bit incorrect grammar, but that's okay. So he got mad and asked me to mock up the art. Aaron was wearing one in London, and the London Nike guys ran up to him and asked what the tee was about. Nike then changed their tune, and that's how Supreme SB started to come about. So it'd be really funny if this London Nike rep actually got like upset, or the t-shirt actually worked in Supreme's favor. Like a very funny, spiteful t-shirt could definitely maybe turn for the good for Supreme. Maybe it actually turned out good for them that they made this shirt. And Nike was like, how can we fix this? What can we do? So here is a copy of the Fuck Nike shirts by Supreme. Really solid, just got that big kind of impact Nike font. I don't really know exactly what Nike's font is. It is kind of a custom thing. You can download similar fonts, but you know, it's a pretty nice, clean, big font. And then I do like that they flipped it, because having Fuck Nike just straight up, I don't know, it is cool that they did the kind of mirrored effect and printed it in red and black. So I think that's literally it, guys. Like, not a super long story, but just seeing kind of the history of Supreme and Nike. And if you look at what they've done now, Supreme x Nike is one of the most long-standing relationships for both brands. They've come out with so many classics and so many kind of duds, but just seeing all of the shoes that have come out since then, it could have all been maybe not happened if, you know, Supreme didn't make this shirt and catch Nike's attention. You never really know. It's hard to say, but it is really interesting to go back in time and look at what the early relationship was between Supreme and Nike. Just taking a look now at kind of all the old classics. Ooh, the SB Tennis Classic. I kind of forgot about this one. Lots of really good dunks. Some alright ones. The Air Force 2s, you know, not the best. I think these are an underrated one from 2022. The Air Max, Nike Air Kumaras. Ooh, the Comme des Garçons. Lots of really nice Supreme Nikes. I actually really love these, man. The Supreme Nike Lunar Ones. How much are these for sale? Now we're going totally off topic, and I'm just going to be browsing eBay. Let's see, 10.5. That's my size. Probably a lot. You probably can't even find them. Ooh, size 10, size 9. Yeah, people that know what they got are definitely going to sell them for a lot. OG receipt. Damn, 950 bucks. Some really nice shoes have come up from the past. But yeah, what do you guys think of the Fuck Nike shirt that Supreme made? I think it's pretty funny. It's definitely interesting, if anything else. And yeah, let me know everything you think about this design in the comments down below. I've been your boy Thomas, and I'm out. Peace and butt grease. See ya.
Don't forget to bring a towel. There he is. Be sure to bring a towel so you don't get all wet.